What's going on, you guys? Foster, and I'm back with another video. Today I'll be giving you guys my top 6 junglers for patch 7.7. If you enjoy these types of videos, please do remember to hit the like button right below and subscribe for more. Now without any further ado, let's get right into my top 6. Coming in at 6th place is Hecarim. This champion is the odd one out in this top 6 list since he isn't that amazing in the early game. But what Hecarim excels at is counter ganking, and since the rest of the champions in this list tend to gank a lot, a good Hecarim player will be able to do work off this and get himself ahead. And for that reason, and that reason alone, Hecarim still made it into the top 6 list at the 6th place. Coming in at 5th place is Shaco. This is where it starts. In this current patch, it is all about the early game for junglers. So champions that do well in the early game will be the best champions you can pick right now. Shaco is easily one of those champions. He is able to clear his first camp very quickly due to his boxes, and is then able to clear the second buff quickly as well due to him still having smite. Of this, he can either invade the enemy if they didn't pick anything early game orientated, or he can start pressuring lanes. It currently won't matter a lot if you don't clear your camps consistently, as long as you put out pressure on the lanes and get kills that way. Then, coming in at 4th place is Elise. Elise has always been a champion that is in the top list of junglers. She is able to put out a lot of pressure in the early game because she clears fast whilst remaining healthy, and her ganks are deadly. Landing a stun on the enemy pretty much guarantees their death, and even a turret isn't gonna save them since she can repel to drop turret aggro. This early game strength lands Elise the number 4 spot on the list, but between the spots 3, 4 and 5 there isn't really a difference since they all pretty much work the same way. Then, coming in at 3rd place is Lee Sin. The trend continues. Another great early game champion that is able to put out a lot of pressure onto the enemy lanes early, as well as being able to invade the enemy jungler if he is not an early game type of jungler. Lee Sin does take a lot of skill to be able to play effectively, so if you are not a Lee Sin main, I really wouldn't recommend randomly picking this champion up. Then, coming in at 2nd place is Ivern. This champion is currently sitting at pretty much the highest win rate out of any jungler. His early game is incredibly annoying to play against for any jungler since he's able to steal one of your buffs within 1 second. To follow this up, he doesn't have to spend any time on clearing his jungle camps since he can just prepare them, then start ganking for a bit and then walk past the camps to pick them up. Talk about early pressure. The only downside about this champion is the fact that he's really bad at clearing objectives like Baron and Dragon since he has legit 0 damage output. And then coming in at 1st place, there is Graves. This is quite literally the only champion that perfectly combines farming his jungle with putting out early pressure onto the lanes, whilst at the same time being able to clear objectives really well and carrying the game by himself. He doesn't lose any health whilst clearing his jungle camps if you do it properly, so you're easily able to gank a lane after you're done. He will also beat pretty much any champion on the list 1v1 early game, apart from Elise, if she is able to land her stun and get a full burst rotation off, since the MR recently got removed from his true grid. Now for the honorable mentions. First up, we have Amumu. After getting a buff, he has become a much better champion overall. He is able to completely turn around fights with just his ultimate and has pretty good ganks early on with his Q ability. The main downside about Amumu is the fact that he doesn't play well against invades. If you are able to get a full clear off in the early game, you will be fine for the rest of the game, but if you get invaded, then you'll fall behind. And as you've noticed from the top 5 junglers right now, you'll run into some problems with that early invade stuff in this patch. So against anything but those 5 champions, Amumu will be able to win pretty substantially. And for that reason, he gets a spot here. Also, in the lower elos for this champion, it really doesn't matter. You can literally pick him every single time since no one really does anything early game. And then for the last honorable mention, we have kha'zix. He is able to also put out quite a bit of pressure in the early game due to the amount of burst damage he is able to put out. Catching people out with this can lead you to snowball fast since you also have the ability to reset your leap after getting a kill. If you can get going on this champion, you will be able to do a lot, but coordinated team play makes it hard for kha'zix to do much. So for that reason, I decided to give him a spot in the honorable mentions instead of the top 6. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to hit the like button right below. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!